From Colombo, Sri Lanka, this is Utpal Marshall.
The very prominent presence of the military and police in Sri Lanka is a visible reminder that times of late in this small country have not been very peaceful. Since 1983, thousands of people have in fact been killed by violence and unrest. Not just a simple conflict of Sinhalese versus Tamil, it is a dispute that has been confused by many different underground political groups. Extremes from both ends of the political spectrum, representing all the ethnic parties. Gradually, this heat and tension is being dissipated. These brief, gruesome headlines, which would have received enormous press coverage in Canada, are just a small reflection of the simmering conflict that is yet to be extinguished. It will be some time yet before guns and uniforms take a less prominent profile on this tiny enchanted island with its vast palette of cultural color. It may seem odd that such violence should have escalated to such a degree in the first place when religion is given such importance here. Then again, the battle of faith over the centuries around the globe has probably been as divisive as much as it has brought reconciliation and peace. In this country of 15 million, 64% of the people are Buddhist. The serene face of the contemplative Buddha can be seen prominently in both parks and shrines. It is not surprising that this faith has enjoyed such popularity. A number of relics from the Buddhist life are still held in sacred trust here. A cutting from the original Bo tree under which he achieved enlightenment 2,300 years ago still grows in Anuradhapura. It is the only authentic offspring and has special significance since the original tree is long gone. The many faithful come here and find peace in unrestrained worship. For some, it may be an assembly line formality, but for others, it is a true pilgrimage of devotion. The dagoba is the principal structure in all Buddhist temple complexes. They are used to enshrine objects of veneration relating to the Buddha's life. These elephant backs hold it all up and also provide a lesson in counting for some small boys. Actual statues of the Buddha will be found in a separate shrine house. These magnificent creations are awe-inspiring, no matter what your belief and no matter what condition the dagoba itself may be found. There are also Muslims and Christians in Sri Lanka, but the Hindus make up 20% of the religious life here. A visit to a Hindu temple under construction on a hot day, and you may find more relaxation than meditation. But just come back when a service is being held. On January 3rd, President Premadasa held a special ceremony in Kandy to celebrate 1 year in office. The security was extremely tight. For the occasion, he picked the grounds of the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic, a building which holds one of the Buddha's eye teeth. As evening fell, the expectant crowds grew in numbers. At last he arrived to light the ceremonial candles and give a speech vastly different than most Western leaders would give. While America's George Bush asked for his vague 1,000 points of light to inspire America, Premadasa called upon the spiritual and moral power embodied in all Sri Lanka's religious groups.
That power can influence even the bad and the violent. Lord Buddha has proved these things. Since Lord Buddha, they have been great.
This is a force which is ultimately more powerful than any government or gun to bring people and peace together. Beneath a tree beside a path, a statue of a Hindu god sits in contemplative neglect. It is the elephant head Ganesh, representing knowledge and strength. In this little girl, and in the hearts and minds of the children of Sri Lanka's future, we can only hope and pray for a more peaceful and promising tomorrow. For FYI Halifax, this is Utpal Marshall on the street in Sri Lanka.